Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Prophet.
Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here
Lamar
between
are back.
the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
We don't have to worry
And a
about
good return as he'll be
it.
stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
After Lamar got injured, but I still have my starter. He's still my starter. That's not changing. So he's back. Let's see what we can do. Starting off. We're doing passing.
Jackson on first down.
Okay.
And
All right, he's a little rusty.
to open things
All right.
up. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley.
Damn it, man.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
And I got Nick Foles as the quarterback.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I keep entering the running back by mistake. Now they're down to Robert Payne.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a
God
here
damn.
as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges.
All right.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's Barkley on the counter.
Dude, look at that.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it.
There we
and
go.
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. personally.
And I think the ball's
Okay,
out,
that's fine.
but this
That's fine.
will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down, Jackson trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, my
Both
God.
guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball
Here's
is
a
thrown
difference.
and you're the
Fucking
defender,
safety.
you've got to fight that
just
little bit of
saying.
panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In
Why,
this
you
case,
fucking
they managed to get
bitch?
it done.
He
And
entered.
taking it across midfield and just shy of the
If you
40.
think about me, some
So
fucking bitch.
in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now Jackson.
Oh
on
my
second down.
God, dude.
And they take possession of the football
Fuck,
and have
man.
it at the 36-yard line.
I hate playing
And
all
that
that.
was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Yeah, whatever.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now Foles.
Get off me. Get off me, you bitch.
He
Yep.
finds
Thank you.
Coleman.
That's fine. You know I know you want to do.
And he's going to be taken
better
down
get
here with a
something right
penalty
back.
flag on the field.
Illegal forward
Forward
pass.
pass.
Offense.
Okay. And goodbye.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A good
27,
return
that's a
there,
good
17
return.
yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around him. All right, guy, had one. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll.
There we go.
And I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan?
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run with
Dude, look
Barkley.
at that,
And
man. Like,
lose
no
yardage
block.
here, back at the 47.
That was a good run, dude. I got fucked.
There's just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones.
Damn it,
And
man.
that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what was... Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Jackson. And the man, it's Ross, complete.
But
And
pretty
he
sure
takes
it's a
this
hold.
one down all the way near the 30.
Holding offense.
God damn it.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Jackson.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Yep.
And that is incomplete. The
should've
linebacker,
thrown that
C.J.
sooner.
Mosley, there in coverage.
I thought it was an interception. so
And
I'm
that
glad
one
it
was
just a
knocked
knockdown.
away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Get off the... Thank you.
They start on the ground here with Turbin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'm fucking
Some of these
up,
play
man.
calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
No way, dude.
Across the 40-yard line. The
He got the
21
wrong
yards there as they
fucking way,
convert
like
on
normal.
3rd.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it for the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him in his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Damn it.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Yeah, they're fucking
Tremendous
amazing.
blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Thank you.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Foles. Throwing over the
Whoa,
middle, but it's
Ryan Kerrigan.
incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big
No
play.
way.
So if you
Dude,
make a play
fuck
on the ball,
you. There's
make
no
sure it's
way.
knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
This is such bullshit, man.
Here's Foles. He's
Oh,
going
fuck
to go
me.
down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Derek Johnson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Oh.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left.
Dude, I'm fucking pushing the slide button, dude. I don't want to take this big
second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this one is incomplete.
Dude.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Here's Jackson to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they want.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. This fielded at the 2. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll set up to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Marshall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And he's got his
fucking
man
way,
Hilton.
and it's a touchdown. Because that stupid ass diving shit, bro. Look. There's got to be a setting somewhere that is making my players look like a bunch of fucking retards. Why is this? Okay, let's just try to turn that on, because you gotta see that I'm just getting fucked.
Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, thanks for the
And
help.
the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed
Oh
how
my
they were
God.
going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into
Look
play.
at that
How
blitz,
many plays
dude.
do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
No, I threw it.
And driven
I threw it.
down. Tyrone Crawford
So fucking mad,
in
dude.
there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh
and
my
incomplete.
God.
He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Look at that. Can I get a... Oh,
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Oh my God. It's going to be a loss. And it's going to be the last game of the night. Fuck this game.
This is Marshall. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes, we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, whether or not they're through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
He'll look to throw.
No
down to
fucking way, dude. Did he get it?
7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns.
Alright, before they kick that, because I don't know why I feel like he's going to miss it. And I don't want just anybody returning that. I want Fuck it. Put John Ross back there, the fastest man on my team. Put him back there, fastest man in the game.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
I missed it.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well.
Oh my God, dude, look at that run.
Too much. Down he goes.
It's so fucking
Work to be
stupid,
done here on
dude.
2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run.
Oh, no,
able
stay
to
in.
accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
No.
Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Jackson, escaping the
that.
pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And
I'll
down
take
he
that.
goes,
I'll take
taking
that.
it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
Dancing to his left.
Nope.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Jackson buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
No.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And here's Marshall. And a short gain here across the 10 to
That's
the 12.
probably the end of the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I
do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go close to the ball when you really want to go largo.
What is that tackling?
And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. It costs himself some
Where the fuck is everybody?
He's got a man wide open, complete. The Raven passing game
Nick
getting
Foles,
in
you're not that
sync.
good.
Another
Stop.
first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That was almost an interception.
And it's incomplete. The veteran safety,
That would've felt
Reggie
real
Nelson,
fucking
right
dumb,
there
man.
in coverage.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here?
Oh
Who do
my
you
God,
trust
I
more
thought he was
on
going
your
to catch
team?
that, dude.
Yeah,
I
they
would
may
have
have
been
just
so
pushed him
fucking
back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Alright, let's just see
And
what I
now
can do.
Cleveland geared up to take the
I don't see
field.
me winning this game,
And so
but-
close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their
Dude,
minds,
what are you...
let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next
Oh
series.
my
Trying
God,
to start
dude.
the drive, but that
That was
one
a pretty fucking
incomplete.
throw.
We've seen good cover skills on display
Fucking dropped
throughout
it,
this
of
game,
course.
really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose.
No way,
It's
dude. He had
incomplete.
it.
This defense was
Like, I'm
definitely
throwing
alert to the
fucking
possibility
darts
of the
right
deep
now, dude.
ball,
I'm like,
and
the
they
wide
were more
receivers
than
cannot
ready
hold
for it.
on.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Jones. And that's
Fuck
caught
you.
inside
Fuck
the 30.
you.
A big
That's
play
exactly
that
what I
time
wanted
for
right there.
Cleveland. 58 yards.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been
No way, he's
completed,
injured. Oh
they gotta
my
dust themselves off
God,
on defense,
Lamar.
pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Really,
And
dude?
his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Of course he's
Let's
fucking
face it, you
out
can
for the
run the
game.
route
I'm not
tree
sure.
as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is
Okay, throw
sped
it away.
up.
God,
the
that was
intensity,
terrifying.
the thinking, everyone's
I had my
movement.
tight end
But
open
for
for
a
like half a
quarterback, he has to
second,
continue
but
to
it
be
was
what we
too
call
late. I don't
flatliner.
trust JT
Level in
Barrett's
everything
arm
he does
at all.
and read the clock,
I don't even trust
feel it in the
fucking
pocket, and go at the
Lamar
appropriate
Jackson's
time.
arm.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett
No.
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted,
why can't I move my fucking stick right now?
and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's the
How
end of
about
the
this
game, guys.
aggressive approach? Got the
I'm gonna
lead,
end the
fourth
fucking
quarter,
video.
continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with Marshall, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down.
I'm not going to call timeout.
Set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall.
Dude, make him
No
fucking
gain
fumble,
there on the
dude.
play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Go, pick it up, pick it up.
Love the effort there.
couldn't
I mean,
fucking
to
pick
get
it
a
up,
field
man.
goal
It's
block in this
okay.
situation because they knew what was going on.
guys left,
they
y'all
give
track.
up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team
Oh
more
my
than
God,
a fighting chance
JT.
and a little momentum. Terrific job by
You're
them,
such a
setting the
piece of
tone and
shit.
picking up their defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's
That's
unable to
bullshit.
grab it.
Oh my
Thought
God,
he might have had
dude.
position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first.
And he
Dude,
can't
suck
get
my
the throw
fucking
away.
dick.
He's taken down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play.
Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Fuck this goddamn